Alright, something that we also have been improving, in this case I would say that we have been improving, is the gem zone curve. So when I use the gem zone curve, I will go to down. So we had a problem with the star type. Now, as you can see, it's at the center of the gem. If I go to the gem edge, now everything works fine. Even if I change the curve shape, everything is following. Also, there was problems with the direction. So if I go to direction and I change the direction, also it works very well. So I can go to the edit and center of gem. So this is something that also is working fine. Another thing that customers has been looking for, and I think that it's a very good add-on to MtrixGold, is on Gemzone Curve, that this is a tool that we know people is using a lot, have the total count. So this is something that is very important. So you have the total number of gems and the total weight. So I think that this is something that will help a lot. So if we are changing the diameter, also is changing the number of gems and the total carat. We also have done the same with the objects on curve. So if I select this curve, I also get the number of objects that I have in this curve. So while you are designing, always you like to have as many information as you can. So I think that this also will add on MtrixGold. Another thing that we also have been working is with the object on curve. So let me select one curve. All right. And now I will create just something like, I'll go to solid, I create a torus, and I will do just something like this to see what we can create. So one of the problems that we were having before when we are using the object on curve is that I was selecting the curve, and when I was bringing my object, I was resizing the object. So we had complaints from people saying that they would like to keep the object that they have in the UI. So now this is what will happen. So instead making this object that I wanna duplicate in this curve, making it as small as we have the spheres, what will happen when I click on the preserve object size is that I will get the same size that I have in my document. Also, something that the people was looking a lot for is to count the amount that we have. So now, as you can see, we count every time that we add another one. Right, so this is something that the people was asking a lot in the object on curve. Also, this is from the previous update, but I think that it's also good to show is that before you couldn't add more than one. Now in these days, if I go to object on curve, I select the curve and I select my objects and I say that I want to preserve the object size. I get as many objects as I add. So this is something that I believe that also is quite handy.